everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my boring bathroom. I love watching those like Vogue videos where models are like getting ready in the bathroom and there's always some like really nice shower with like a stone wall behind them or like some really nice like bathtub. I don't have that, I just have a closet. My husband calls this the bathroom pantry. One time he referred to it as that and I have not let him live it down. I mentioned in probably the past like 5 videos, I am an esthetician. I have my aesthetics license. I worked in a spa for maybe like a year and a half, really not that long. But when you do facials every single day of your life, you're gonna learn some stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you today, is how to do a facial at home. These are all the same exact steps that I used to do in the spa. You kind of create that at home. Sorry, it's my dog. Okay, she wants to leave. Fine, get out. This is how you're going to create that spa. Oh my goodness, pick where you want to be. So you kind of create that like spa atmosphere at your house for like no money at all. Remember exactly what products we use in what order. And obviously it's not going to be as long as a facial you would get at a spa because those are probably about like 50 to 55 minutes because we had like consultation time for 10 minutes and then 15 minutes we did the service, so it was an hour in total, give or take a couple minutes if you had some difficult clients. I'm not going to say where I worked only because maybe I might be trash talking in this video. I'm not sure. We'll see how the night goes. I also finally got a ring light, so that's exciting. I have it on like the most obnoxious setting, so screw the natural light. Sorry if the door keeps opening and closing. I swear my house isn't haunted. It's my dog not being able to make up her mind. Do you want to get out? Nala, come on. First thing we would do in the spa is we'd set up all our products before the client came in. I'm going to be telling you what we did in order from first to last. That's the first thing we're going to do. These products all lined up in my sink in order. They might be out of order. Whether or not a client was wearing makeup, we always used a pre-cleanse. Now the line Dermalogica that we used in the spa had a product called a pre-cleanse, and it was basically just like a combination of oils that need to be washed off your skin. So they would basically just dissolve makeup and dirt, and we would do that before we cleanse, and you should always double cleanse. Double cleansing is basically cleansing your face before you use your actual cleanser. This is going to make sure that the actual cleanser penetrates the skin and does everything that it needs to do. So instead of using Dermalogica products, I'm highly allergic to them, by the way. Great line. But I get contact dermatitis from like all their products. Anyway, so for an oil, this is what I use as a makeup remover daily. It's just avocado oil. So that's what I'm going to be using to kind of just mimic that first step, which is just pre-cleansing the skin. It's going to dissolve all my makeup and make my skin nice and soft and ready for cleanser. Second step is cleanser. So I use Clarity RX. I've talked about this in a previous video. It's literally my favorite cleanser. I repurchased it a bunch of times. I feel like the price has gone up a lot, so not nice. So this is going to be your second step. So just try and line up all your products if you're doing this at home to make it a little bit easier and make everything look a little more like aesthetically pleasing. This is a vitamin infused cleanser, so since it has such good ingredients in it, we want to make sure that they're all getting into our skin, and that is why we pre-cleanse before we cleanse. Third step is to use a exfoliator. At the spa we had both a physical and chemical exfoliant that a client could choose whatever line they wanted. We used 2 different lines specifically. And the Dermalogica line had lines within itself, but there's 2 different brands. My favorite was always the physical exfoliant. It was by Clarity, but this is just by Botanics. This is just a regular, natural face scrub. Basically with this, you're physically scrubbing away dead skin, as opposed to a chemical one where it's going to kind of do that on its own while it sits on the face. But that's kind of boring. Like in a spa, you're just kind of like sitting there for like 5 to 10 minutes waiting for the chemical exfoliant to work. So I preferred this. I feel like it made everything like go a lot smoother. So after we cleanse our skin, we're going to be getting all the dead skin off. Obviously the products I'm using in this video are just the products I have at home. Some we use in a spa, but actually just one. So never mind. I only have one product we use in the spa. So they're basically just mimicking the same products and steps that we would do at the spa. So after we exfoliate, then we would go in with a massage oil. So Dermalogica had a specific massage oil. Clarity products did not, so we would just substitute in the Dermalogica products. Basically, just like the pre-cleanse, it's oils that need to be taken off the skin. Like, they can't just sit and absorb. So that way we can like work on the skin without it like absorbing too much. It would make the skin really soft, but obviously, you know, you have to take it off. Since my face breaks out with anything crazy, and also I don't massage my face at home, I don't own massage oil, but I'm just gonna go back and then use what I use as a pre-cleanse, which is just avocado oil. So I'm gonna use that in place and give myself like a little mini face massage. So that's what we do after we exfoliate. And after we massage the skin, whatever line the client would choose, we would pick the mask that was right for what they wanted or what brand they chose. So usually we would just go with a nice hydrating, calming mask for everyone, unless they wanted something that was very specific to their skin type or what they were trying to achieve. So I just have a bitter green clay soothing mask, which is mostly natural. There's a bunch of like Japanese on the back, but this is the mask that I use every week. So this is what I'm going to use in place of like a clarity mask or products we used in the spa. Then after we take the mask off, some are harder to get off than others, so we use a toner. And what toner does is it's basically just going to refresh the face. It's going to make sure that you're getting off all the little tiny things that you missed, so you can use a cotton pad with it, or you can just spray it all over the face. So it kind of just going to make like your skin very refreshed, and make sure it is ready for serums and moisturizers, which is very important. I just forgot my moisturizer. Oh no. Next up would be a serum if it went with that line or the type of facial we were doing. But a lot of times we didn't use a serum, so I actually ran out of like oils that I use. I usually use rosehip seed oil, but I ran out. Since I ran out of my rosehip seed oil, I'm just going to use my moisturizer, because that's just what we did basically, was we moisturized, and a lot of time we did an SPF afterwards. That way when the client came in, they got their facial, they were leaving, they were all ready to face the day and face the sun. So this is the Common Sense Jojoba Rose Face Cream. Rosehip seed oil is, oh wait, there's no rosehip in here. This is Rose Infusion. Avocado oil, blah blah blah. There's milk and sugar enzymes. That's pretty cool. So this is what I'm gonna end the spa night with. Hopefully before my camera dies, I can show you how to do a facial at home. And this is, again, exactly how we used to do it at the spa. So go ahead and grab your products, set the mood. I love to go onto Spotify and put on like a spa music playlist. For this video, I'm just going to put some music in the background, but that's what I like to do to kind of set the mood. It really does relax you. I'm not going to put my hair back because I look like a founding father when I put my hair back, and I don't want the internet to see that. Yeah, just set the mood. The only other thing that I don't have is a steamer. We would steam the first like 15 minutes of the service. So what you can do is you take a big glass bowl of water, boiling water. You boil the water, put it in there, put your head over, not in, the boiling water, and put a towel over your face. You just keep a safe distance from the water, and so that's going to steam your skin, so you don't have to buy an expensive facial steamer or anything. Rachel Talbot has a good video on that, but I'm not going to do that for this video because I don't want to look like a hot steamy mess. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. In the spa, we would always have music playing on a loop, constantly. So it's pretty relaxing for the client, but it started to get a little bit repetitive when you're sitting there doing work on those faces. So it the music always got stuck in your head. Some were really weird, like some sounded like I was walking through Disney World, while others sounded like I was on some like African safari or something. There's never really like a set tone that they used for the background music. So I'm just removing my eye makeup. I'm just gonna do that first. I'll get back to you. So whenever a client had any type of eye makeup on their face, we would remove that first. So that way when we're doing other things, like the eye makeup's not getting into the eye and like burning them, because that's not very relaxing. I don't know about you, I don't know what you're into, but a lot of clients are into that. So we just went ahead and we would put pre-cleanse, or in this case I use avocado oil and put on a cotton pad, and then we would gently rub the makeup off because the eye area is super sensitive. So we go ahead and do that first. So the eye makeup is the scariest part because I look like a raccoon. So I obviously just did that off camera, and now I look like I have pink eye or something. I swear this lighting makes it look like way redder than it is in person. But so yeah, we do the eye makeup first, so that way any products we're using afterwards just don't get into the eyes and sting them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking off the rest of my makeup with my avocado oil, or what we'd use in the spa room is called pre-cleanse. So that's basically what we're doing, it's just pre-cleansing the skin. Also, excuse my breakouts. And in the spa we would take this off with a hot towel, but I'm just going to be using some cotton rounds because that's what I use on a nightly basis anyway. So I'm just going to show you how I kind of massage it into the skin. And you can use like any like oil that you want that takes off makeup or dissolves makeup. Basically any oil, again, that's not going to sit in your skin and like doesn't absorb into the skin. This is very scary doing this for the internet. Gosh, I look terrifying. So after done with our first step, which is our pre-cleansing, it is now time to get into our cleansing. I'm so sorry just for this. I apologize. My skin gets red super easy, but like it doesn't stay that way for long. I wouldn't say it's like sensitive. After I say I get contact dermatitis from like a nice brand. No, I mean, it used to be a lot more sensitive. But I think since I started using like natural products, my skin's just gotten so much better. So yeah, so we're gonna cleanse next. And then again, this is usually the part of the facial where the steamer has heated up, it's ready to go, so we turn it on. So again, you can either just like pour some boiling water into a big bowl, put your head over it, again not in it, and kind of let your pores open up. It basically gets ready for product penetration. I hate that word, penetration. You can do that, or you know, you can also just put your head over your sink, just put it all the way on hot. Stick your head over it, put a towel over it. I mean, it's better than nothing. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that. So next, I'm going to cleanse. And we always wet our hands first before we apply the product. We would lather it up in our hands. So that's what I'm going to do. With the face a little bit. I just don't want my sink running like as I'm making this video. So we rub it in our hands until it gets all sudsy. And go ahead and cleanse. We will literally cleanse for like 10 minutes for the service. So I mean, you could just keep like applying water to your hands, so that way the product keeps getting sudsy. So that way you can enjoy it for longer. You could use a hot towel to take off the product after any product we put on, besides taking eye makeup off. So you can just go ahead and use some hot water. Or I also saw a really cool idea where you can wet a washcloth, wrap it up, and then put it in the crock pot, and then pour some, not pour, that sounds very excessive, but like sprinkle some essential oils like lavender on them. So that way they're scented too, which is cool, but I'm too lazy, so I'm just gonna look at this. Oh my gosh. Even estheticians have skin issues they're trying to combat. So that's nice. I'm just gonna talk like this for like the rest of the video. After we took our cleanser off, it is time to exfoliate. And so I'm using the Botanic Shine Away with Willow Bark Face Scrub. This one's really nice because it helps when you have oily skin. I'll probably not like this product in like a week, who knows, but this is the one that I've been using. I'm constantly on the lookout for more products and more money to spend. So that's just me. You always want to wet the skin first. Oh my gosh, those breakups are so bad. Exfoliating is my favorite part because I love feeling the dead skin come off. It's just great. I would always ask if working in a spa, whether you're a massage therapist or esthetician, I would always ask if it's like super relaxing to work there. And I'm like, no, like it's still a job, and honestly, like trying to make sure that other people are relaxed is very stressful. Especially because you would get some really difficult people coming in. We would have people who come in and would literally like talk your ear off while you're like trying to work on their face. Which, I mean, obviously it's nice to talk to people and get to know people, but it's just a very, it's just not where you're supposed to talk, you know? Like, obviously I would interact with them if I got the vibe that they wanted to talk, but obviously if they weren't talking, then I wasn't talking, because, you know, there's music playing, the steamer's going, it's very dark in the room, like it's literally just bright enough for me to see, to like work on their face. So like obviously I'm not gonna talk. Just do this until you feel like you got all the dead skin off, but just really go in and like massage your face, because it's nice. This stuff kind of smells like glue. It doesn't have the best smell, but it works really well. Ew. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that off with a warm towel. Wipe the product off, but don't be too rough. I'm probably like not going to upload this video to the internet, but we'll see. After we get all the exfoliant off, you know, we got all the dead skin off. The steamer is normally turned off by this point, so you're kind of cooling off a little bit. I would get so sweaty, by the way, like the steamer, everyone's like, oh, it must be so nice, like, to make the steamer, and it's like, I wear makeup to work, and also, like, even if I didn't, when you get so sweaty after, like, 5 services, you're just like, oh my god. I would just feel my mascara running, and all my makeup seeping into my pores, so, like, that wasn't fun. So, this is the point in the facial where we massage the face. Usually, again, there's a designated massage oil, but we're just going to use some avocado oil. And you can do this honestly as long as you want. It's really hard to do the exact hand motions that I did on people, because obviously it's harder to do to your own face. But we did have like a routine kind of. It was almost like a dance, like a choreographed dance with your fingers. It was good for like lymphatic drainage and all that stuff I don't feel like getting into right now. So what you can do is honestly just massage your face, whatever feels nice, whatever feels relaxing. Listen to your music and just relax. And put that on both hands. You can warm it up too, which is good. Warming up products is always good. And you just go ahead and just go to town. A better idea would be to just look up some like do-it-yourself facial massage moves. So you can do that if you want, it's totally up to you. But we're just adding a little bit of extra moisture to our face while also relaxing. And again, we're taking that off with a hot towel. Mine's cold at this point, but you get the gist. I honestly might have cookie dough in my hair. I was baking cookies and watching Killer Clowns from Outer Space. In Outer Space or from Outer Space? I don't know. Either way, I've seen it like 10 times. So I was getting into the fall spirit. Not that I only watch that movie in the fall. I watch it all year round. But I don't know, I was in like the Halloween mood. So sorry if there's cookie dough in my hair. It's getting pretty crazy down there. Alright, so this is the point in the facial where it's kind of time to like wind down. After, you know, we've been scrubbing away at our faces, or in this case other people's faces. So yeah, we're a little over halfway done. Usually like in a service once we get to the mask portion. So I have the Bitter Green Clay Soothing Mask. Then I'm just going to apply all over my face. I'm just going to go ahead and apply the mask. You can put on as much or as little as you want. And then this one sits for like 10 to 15 minutes. So just just look at the back of whatever mask you decide to use, and see how long you should keep it on for. But usually, oh my gosh, it got on my lips. At this point in the service, while the mask is kind of sitting, we would do a shoulder and décolleté massage, which your décolleté is just this area all around here. And we would bring the mask down the neck as well, but I don't feel like doing that, so it's whatever you want basically. But yeah, it was super relaxing. It was just annoying because when I first started my job, it was my very first job as an esthetician, and they're like, oh yeah, just do a shoulder massage, and I'm like, I didn't learn that in school. Like, I learned how to massage the face. So yeah, they didn't really train us at all. They kind of just threw us into a spa room, and we're like, okay, here's your first client. Like, it was crazy. So I eventually learned how to do a really nice shoulder massage for my clients, which gets you a nice tip, by the way. But instead of giving myself a massage, I'm gonna go charge my camera battery. So that's not as exciting. So again, I'm gonna let this sit for like 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm back after about 15 minutes of letting my camera battery charge and also petting my dog. So I like that better than a massage, personally. Go find yourself a dog and just pet him. You know, very relaxing, very therapeutic. So next, hopefully I can finish this video before my camera dies again. Oh my gosh, I literally cannot move my face. Just grab any mask you have, or sheet mask. I love sheet masks as well. But for today I just use a clay mask, so it's gonna get very hard and I can't really talk. So we're going to grab a warm towel. Again, would be a hot towel if we had a towel caddy with us, but we don't. So I'm gonna grab a towel and just take this off. Some masks would literally be so hard to get off. And like at this point, time was almost up, and like you'd have clients back to back with like 5 minutes to clean the room and like change the sheets and everything. So if the mask was like not coming off, it was so stressful. So I feel like scrubbing away at a mask is like the least relaxing thing for a client to feel. So it's hard to be like gentle. When I was in school, we had an oatmeal mask, and basically it was just literal, I forget what they called it, some type of oatmeal that you mix with water, and it would dry like paste. And so trying to get that off, you would still find mask on you like 3 days later. Like, that's how tough it was to get off. Now after our mask is taken off, this is when we would go in with the toner. So basically, we're almost done. This is the second to last step in the facial. You're just going to take any toner that you have. You can even use like a rose water, or I don't know, witch hazel, whatever you want. Just close your eyes. So we're going to go ahead and spray this. I basically do like 4 or 5 sprays around the face. But basically you just do whatever you want, because guess what? You're doing it. This is your house and your rules. Okay, so. Okay, don't make that face like it's painful. You can just be relaxed. Let me try this again. But then when we're done toning, it's somewhat dry. I do like to keep the skin a little bit dewy before I apply moisturizer, because then we're really taking that like dewiness and that moisture and locking it in with the moisturizer. So I'm going to take about 3 pumps of this moisturizer, which is about that much, and I'm just going to spread it around. I'm literally in my friend's wedding, like in 2 weeks, and look at my face, it's breaking out so bad. So that's how my life goes basically. Besides for my own wedding, like my face, I've had acne since I was like 10 and like I had no zit to my face on my wedding because Jesus loves me. I guess that's why. There could literally be no other explanation for that. So once you're all done moisturizing, you could go in with an eye cream for underneath the eyes. Or, you know, if you want to do like a spot treatment for like zits or anything, you can do that. But I ran out of eye cream, and I try not to use a zit cream anymore because I felt like I was relying on it so much for so many years. So to get off of it was really, like a really good moment for me. Because I've literally been using like some type of salicylic acid for like over 10 years. So I just recently like weaned off those types of products. So I try to just let the products do their job. I try to use like acne products, if that makes sense. Not geared towards acneic skin. So, I mean, it's been working out pretty well. Ignore that, but I'm gonna try and make myself look presentable for this outro. Oh gosh. So yeah, at this point the client would get out of the chair and they would just go about their day. Normally we would put on like an SPF after this, but I'm just going to bed, so I'm not going to put on an SPF or anything. Yeah, that's basically how you do a facial at home. Those are all the types of products we use in that order at the spa that I worked at. So you basically just gave yourself a $100 facial at home, which is great. So you can pick up really any of these products that I talked about at a drugstore, or you could go a little more expensive. It's basically up to you. That's kind of the order that you're supposed to do your skincare in. So it's really just a nice time to like relax and just have some time for yourself, especially when you have music playing like they do in a regular spa, like they did at our spa. So yeah, and if you get relaxed to like some heavy metal music or anything like that, then go ahead and do that. I just like spa music, so thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more skincare and makeup videos, or I mean my channel's been like all over the place lately. So honestly, subscribe for, I don't even know, like whatever the heck I'm deciding to put up. But I do have a lot more skincare tips for you, because I was in school for what felt like 10 years. So subscribe for more random content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.